friends. A big loving welcome to our very own channel, Ammu&You. I'm Ammu and I'm here to narrate another cute, lovely story to all of you, like I always do. The story today that I have for you is named The Little Dragon Learns to Fly. Yes, it's a story of a dragon. So long ago, a fierce dragon lived in a mountain cave above a village called Dragonia. Nobody had actually seen the dragon, but many people had seen the hot flames of dragon's breath that poured from the cave when anybody went too close. One day, a little boy called Jake was picking wild flowers near the cave when he stubbed his toe on what looked like a rock. "Ouch!" said the rock, which jumped up and hid behind a bigger rock. It gave Jake quite a shock. It wasn't a rock at all. I was having a nap," complained a frightened voice. "Who are you?" asked Jake. I'm the dragon, and if you don't go away, I shall breathe fire all over you," stuttered the voice. After a pause, it added, "Are you big?" "I'm bigger than my brother," said Jake. "I'm 7. A green head with knobbles, pointed ears, and nostrils peered around the rock. "That's funny," said the dragon. "I'm 7 as well." He came out from behind the rock. He was a surprisingly small dragon. In fact, he was no taller than Jake, with stumpy wings on his back, no bigger than Jake's hands. "Can you fly?" asked Jake. "I've never tried," said the dragon. "Never?" gasped Jake. "No, never." The very idea of flying made him tremble. "Now please go away and don't tell anyone. I'm only a small dragon, or people will start poking about in my cave and frighten me." He disappeared out of sight. Now, by the time Jake reached the village, he was bursting to tell someone about the little dragon. He was feeling so excited. But when he remembered how scared he had been, he decided not to. He didn't want to scare the little dragon anymore. That would have been that if the villagers hadn't been so poor that they held a meeting to decide how to get rich. "I know," suggested the butcher. "Let's get a knight to slay the dragon and charge money for people to watch." That was in the days when people did that sort of a thing. So the villagers all agreed it was a brilliant idea. They invited the local knight to fight the dragon. You should have seen the crowd that turned up. They all cheered like mad when the knight set off up the mountain. Jack didn't see him go. He was already scurrying up the mountain to warn the dragon. Because he was in such a hurry, he didn't look where he was going. And he slipped. "Ah!" he cried as he hurled helter-skelter down the side of the mountain. He landed with a bump on a narrow ledge. "Help! Help!" he called, but nobody heard except the dragon, who was so peering down at him. "Help me, please," begged Jake, what? Asked the dragon, who was quaking with fear. How can I possibly help you? How I wish I could. Couldn't you flap your wings and fly to my rescue? Asked Jake. Don't be silly. I've never flown in my life, replied the dragon. But, pleaded Jake, I was climbing up the mountain to warn you that a knight is coming to kill you, to slay you. People want to make money. Oh, I'm off. I'm off. He was so frightened that he couldn't help crying. The dragon, who hadn't gone very far, knew a great deal about crying. So he cried a lot because he was very lonely being a dragon and living on your own. He so often cried. Now he saw Jake crying and he understood when one cried. Please don't cry, he said, peering down at Jake again, trying to console him. But I might die. Oh dear, couldn't you climb back up? No, sobbed Jake. I don't believe you've tried, said the dragon crossly. He stamped his foot so hard that the ground beneath him began to crumble and he began to fall. Ooh, wow! He cried as he hurtled down the side of the mountain. Oh! He yelled, whizzing past the narrow ledge where Jake sat. Flap your wings and fly, yelled Jake. Ooh, sobbed the dragon. Fly, begged Jake. Fly, dragon, fly. Goodness knows what made the dragon twitch his wings, but something did. The next moment, he was flying. Look, look, I can fly, he gasped, scooping Jake from the ledge and flapping to the top of the mountain. How about that? He laughed, dropping Jake not very gently at the mouth of the dragon's cave. Ah, there you are, panted a voice. It was the knight. He was out there and he was watching these two while hurrying up the mountain in his heavy suit of armor. Please, please don't kill the dragon, you kind knight, begged Jake. Please, please, please don't kill me. Yes, please don't kill me, you kind knight, quaked the dragon as well, with tears in his eyes. I won't dream of it, exclaimed the knight. Why? I saw this brave dragon throw himself off the mountain just so he could fly to your rescue. It was one of the bravest things I've ever seen, which is what the knight told the villagers when he brought Jake down the mountain. The villagers were so pleased that they threw a special feast in honor of the little dragon. There was dancing and singing, sandwiches, cakes, and lots to drink. Everyone had a splendid time, including the little dragon, who Jake managed to persuade to join them. The little dragon made so many new friends that he couldn't remember all their names. He'd never been so happy. Indeed, he was so happy that he decided to share his treasure with all the villagers. For, as I'm sure you know, all dragons guard over huge amounts of treasures that they hoard. The little dragon also had a big treasure hidden in his cave. He had never thought that he would part from his treasure. But he was so happy with all these villagers. He was so happy having made so many friends. He saw that they were so poor, and that is why they had planned the fight between the knight and himself. He thought, all of this will not be required anymore if I share my treasure with all these kind, lovely, cheerful villagers. He gave all his treasure to them. As a result, the villagers were no longer poor, the dragon was no longer lonely, and everybody lived happily ever after. Such a wonderful story. The little dragon, who was so fearful, learned to fly, got to overcome his fear. Jake became his friend, who helped him overcome his fear. That's what true friends are for, isn't it, children? And the villagers also welcomed the little dragon when they heard about his bravery. And what did our little dragon do in return? Gave away all the treasure that he was hoarding in his cave, and everyone was so very happy. Love the story? Yes. So like, share, subscribe, press the bell icon. Be happy, be kind, be good. Share whatever you have with the needy. Help your friends. Be good and wait for Ammu. Thank you for listening to this story, and I'll come soon again with another lovely story for you children. Bye-bye.